He's out of here.
Welcome to my YouTube. I'm Kirsten Mark, and today I'm going to take you through a vision board party. So on my vision board, there's one that says work less and make more. And I feel like some people, and maybe it doesn't fucking matter, but some people might see that and be like, when you say you want to make money and not do anything. But for like 2-3 years straight, Brian and I worked like 14-hour days getting our businesses off the ground. And for me, it was a very defining time and part of my community, but it also burnt me out and I wasn't able to show up presently. So for me, when it comes to actual like back end computer work and running the business, I've hired out a team to help me with those things. And so I can be present in a client responding, teaching my classes, teaching trainings, organizing the challenges, and really doing all the front end stuff that requires myself while generating an abundance of dollars. So I'm not a lazy bitch. Maybe you didn't think that, maybe you did, but I just wanted to, I work really hard. Thank you, goodbye.
Podcast took me about like 2 years to build to a really good place. So I was like, and it's one of the main reasons that I enroll as many clients as I do. So I'm like, if that's the case, then I want to have that for, where have you been?
What?
Where have you been? What's that?
It's the clips from yesterday, but the one up to the computer.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, are you sleeping? Jax likes to sleep on the job. Right?
I learned it
Tell
from
him.
you. I learned it from you.
Bro, I'm the fucking
Alright,
CEO.
so
I
when
got what I want.
When I first started working with Brian would go sleep in his room for like 30-40 minutes.
Yes.
And I wouldn't
It's
have
called
anything to
CEO
do.
life.
So I would go sleep right there
That's
on the
not
couch.
how it works.
What do you mean?
You don't get to fucking take a break every time the boss leaves the office.
Why not?
It's a comfy couch.
Bro, that is fucking wild. That is suspect. That is sus.
Okay, so what I did was I sorted mine out into little things like health, wealth, relationships, self, and then I made a little Canva and then added pictures. So this is my relationships. Another thing I did was with the people that are like some of my closest family members, like Brian's love language is words of affirmation, and so I just made sure that I wrote that on top of our picture. Words of affirmation, love, support. He loves when I support him, so just like reminding myself to show him love, support, and give him words of affirmation daily. And then I'm gonna print all of them off, and they're all color coded. So I'm very excited.
And then I'll show you guys all mine one more time. We've got all of my goals here. Iron energy, buy if the shares in cash, strong, powerful, mobile legs, dominate Pizza Dom live events, bulletproof mentality, bigger than Gary Vee, surround yourself with wolves, buy our second home, 10,000 YouTube subscribers, fully present in the Dominican, overall champion at summer shredding, $10 million in cash, 100,000 Instagram followers, and 100,000 TikTok followers. And say I love you daily.
One thing I did last year is I set like ridiculously high social media following numbers, like just ridiculously high, and I blew up on social media this year. Like I gained probably close to 300,000 to 400,000 followers, but it was like 1 million on TikTok, this and this. So I was like, I don't want to do that because then it makes you feel like I fucking crushed social media this year. So I set a little bit more realistic ones this year.
Yeah, I feel the same way because I did crush it. Like I gained like 20,000 followers on my new.
That
like
was fast.
Yes.
last year I started and then fucking boom. So it's like 22.7 thousand. So I'm like, that's something to be proud of, not something to be like, oh, like why did I not get to 100? You know. So I feel like with that run rate, if I do that again, like if I grow that percentage, I feel like I could fucking hit 100 this year. So.
What's up?
forgot two of my most important goals, and I just realized them. I'm upset because I didn't have time to straighten my hair, and so one of my things is time management. So then I realized that I didn't put time management on there and organization. So I have to make two more things. You saw it. The tire thing.
It said your tire pressure.
Yes,
But
so-
that could have been, your tires are fine.
Okay, so I went into there and I said, can you just like fix my tire pressure? And then blah, blah, blah. How much was it? And I thought maybe it'd be like $20 and they're like $200. And they just told me they used a different type of air.
See, because
but
what could have been wrong is your tires could have too much pressure or too little pressure. So they probably either like took
did I
out
get
pressure.
ripped off?
100%.
That sounds like they had a good closer.
Yeah.
Did I get ripped off?
Yes.
I think
At least the
But
air
it's-
in my
it's all
tires
relative,
seems
though,
like
because-
a lot better. Like my tires are lasting really good.
but they
Did you
probably
go to
charge
the
you for the checkup though.
I'm fucking with you guys. It's
Oh.
a joke. Premium air? There's no such
That's
thing as
that's
premium
why I
air.
said why the fuck
I've
are you
heard
talking
people
about?
fall for shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like I wouldn't be surprised if you go for something like
It's
that.
on. It's not.
The girl that fell for putting vegetable oil in her car is normal oil.
Yeah, I mean, people do stuff.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm like that's something that somebody would do.
And if the guy at BMW says that to you, or Mercedes says that
You
to
listen.
you, yeah, you're like, okay, well, I got a Mercedes, premium air. She's not going.
I would tell them to kick rocks and do that.
She's like upset that we didn't fall for her
Fall for
joke.
my joke.
Yeah, we
You
did
wanna-
fall for
You want
it.
to tell
Well,
it again?
you did fall for it. No, you did fall for it though. You did fall for it.
Yeah, we fell for it. We
Yeah,
believed
fell
you.
for it, yeah. So I want to explain something to you guys on mine. I think in life, like it's important to have like a balance between like health, wealth, self, and relationships. So the reason why I color coordinated is to make sure that like there's almost like an equal amount of goals in each area, so that I'm not just living like a balanced life when it comes to like fitness. I'm balanced in all areas of my life. Does that make sense? Like if you just had like all these wealth goals and then there's one little goal over here for yourself, you're gonna like start neglecting yourself, which is gonna be make the wealth not mean anything because if you're not happy with yourself. And then like if you start sacrificing your relationships, but like you're focused so much on yourself, then you're going to like lose important people in your life. So it's important that each area has like 4 to 5 goals and you're not just like super focused on one. I think some areas like need more attention at times. Like sometimes I'm more focused on like my business and sometimes I'm more focused on my relationships, but I also try and make sure that like I'm working equally as hard in each of them so that I'm creating total life balance. All right. This is my vision board and it's color coordinated.
You know.
So you might see a few things that are turned over. These are things that I cannot reveal to the world right now, but are like probably the most exciting things for me on this board, but I can't show them yet. When it comes to my vision board, like I said, I did it in colors. So this is my health side, this is my self side, this is my wealth side, and this is my relationship side. When it comes to relationships, I really want to be focused on hanging around high-level human beings that I feel like I can learn from. I think one thing I've realized that has stuck with me over the past few years is that even if someone, if it's like family, close friends, doesn't serve you or crosses your boundaries in a way that you feel like you can't forgive, you don't have to be around them. Like we make the choice to be around people, and I choose to be around high-level people that make me want to be a better person. And if that means I don't want to hang out with you and I tell you that and you don't like it, then that's just the way it goes. I think I said enough because I like to talk a lot, but you guys, let's get fucking juicy. Subscribe, follow, and tell me how much you love me. And if you don't like me, then joke's on you because you watch my entire YouTube, you fucking loser.
Wow. All right. Peace.